I have so many traumas that I'm trying to heal, especially the church, okay? Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode. If you don't know who I am, my name is Reesie, and this is my beauty channel where we come to slay, especially on a budget. Well, this one ain't gonna be a budget, okay? So this is gonna be something new on my channel. This is gonna be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm gonna be doing like my makeup. A lot of you guys have been interested in my makeup recently, so now it's time for me to show you guys what I've been using. Yeah, if you guys are interested in just seeing this beat and this overall look that I'm about to do, as well as some tips and just my personal healing journey and just getting to know each other on a deeper level, then definitely keep on watching. So you guys, I want to incorporate a prayer before each and every makeup routine, just so it can help you and me just become a better person. Maybe whatever prayer that I choose today can help you get through the day and inspire you and all of that. So I'm gonna read a page before we get started. It's called Stepping Out of the Past for the title, and this prayer says, Lord, help me be renewed in the spirit of my mind. Where I have made wrong choices in the past, I pray that you would forgive me and redeem those mistakes. Help me to forgive myself so I don't keep replaying them in my thoughts. Take all of my past failures and use them for good today. I know that because I have put you in charge of my future, I don't have fear that the events of my past will keep me from moving into all you have for me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay, let's get this makeup started. This was a powerful prayer, you guys. So today we are going to prime. I've been reading a lot of the prayers about just forgiving the past, and I did mention on my Instagram that I do want to talk about my healing journey. This whole year has been just nothing but healing for me. Like the first half of the year wasn't, but the last half of this year of 2021 has definitely been about me focusing more on my healing rather than trying to grow on social media, trying to deal with like my business. I just want to start from the beginning just so you guys can have some context. We're gonna take this Reesie. I already posted 2 videos about my journey, but of course, we gotta repeat our journey, because without, talking about our journey, we really wouldn't know where we came from. So I decided to quit my job in February of this year to pursue content creation. I felt like it was time. I was making enough money, like just everything was lining up perfectly, so I decided to do that, and then like a lot of things are going viral. Like everything was happening that I asked for, that was happening for me. And then just like maybe a month or 2 into it, everything plateaued. Like it was very stagnant, but I was still putting in that work, girl. I was still putting in that work from February to like summertime. It was cool. Everything was like, okay, maybe I'm actually an influencer. Like it was kind of like, wow, I'm like really a business person. So in the summertime, I hit a plateau, you guys. I was having so many brand deals that I got overwhelmed. And even though it should be like a moment where I should be celebrating that I'm booked and busy, it wasn't. It was like the worst feeling. I felt like I was too busy to like hang out with my family and friends. I just felt like everything was super hard. I was stagnant in my followers. Like no one was following me, and if they do follow me, they wouldn't interact with my stuff. So I was just worried too much about just social media stuff that I shouldn't even be worried about. And that's when I started having like panic attacks. I started having really bad anxiety attacks that I haven't had since middle school. So I was going through it, girl. I was going through it. And so I decided to seek help and get a therapist. And then, I just felt like, let me get on track with what I was trying to talk about. So when the growth was stagnant, so everything was stagnant. I had so many deals, but my followers and everything was stagnant. I wasn't really growing how I should have thought I was growing. And so, yeah, I started having anxiety and just panic attacks to where I'm like, okay, my reactions are getting very, like, I'm not saying toxic, but my reactions were getting like, I was feeling like a little girl. Like someone would tell me, like I would go into meetings about like my finances or just anything that was like dealing with myself and like my decisions, like say finances. If someone was telling me, oh, you're supposed to be paying X, Y, and Z, I would literally cry and feel like that little girl is hurt. And I'm like, why am I reacting? Why am I always crying about the little things? I was always reacting really badly, and to the point I'm trying to figure out, why am I reacting like a little girl? I'm grown. I am a grown woman. I am 20. Even though this hairstyle looks very young, it's to celebrate my little girl in me, my inner child in me. But I'm grown. Why am I crying about the little things happening? Like, it's just people trying to help you. Why are you crying about mistakes that you've may have made? So I just really had to question myself. Like, I'm very aware of my reactions. So I felt like, yes, now it's time for me to seek help, because my reactions should not be like this. I'm a grown woman. I shouldn't be crying I shouldn't be crying off of spilled milk. Growing up, I was a very emotional person. I wouldn't be emotional in public, but when I'm at home, I would be so emotional. And so that's when I started having, I wouldn't say that's when I started, but I've always had visions. I feel like I'm a visionary person. I feel like God put me in this world and gave me the gift of visions, the gift of the future. And it's kind of like a love and hate relationship with this gift, because I don't know, this is what I'm realizing. So let's back up. So I felt like I've always had the gift of visions. So meaning I could tell the future, I could see somebody, or when I'm hanging out with somebody or like people who I'm close to, I can just see the future in them. Like I could see like the potential that they have. I could see, you know, if they did X, Y, and Z, they would be so like successful. They would have what they want. I felt like I had that vision early on growing up. I would have dreams that would come true, like deja vu type stuff. I would literally I felt like that is my dreams was a way to speak to God. I feel like that's my way of communicating to him, was through God. And then now around this time, I feel like watching sermons and my dreams and just being myself, like by myself, is when like God speaks to me. I am very religious. I'm not saying religious. I feel like I'm very spiritual, because religion I feel like has a negative connotation, but with spiritualness, I feel I feel some type of being other than me telling me what I need to be doing, telling me what to be on the right path. Some people call it the gut, some people call it the universe. I call it God. I call it the Holy Spirit. A lot of you were asking like about spiritual awakenings. I feel like I had one this year. I was watching Transformation Church, Pastor Todd. He was talking about vision, which is literally like, I watched it before, but I got something from it. But it wasn't until I was like feeling very overwhelmed, and my dad, I was feeling very overwhelmed, and then to the point I was getting negative hate comments about my content, which I felt like, girl, I could not deal with it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I was getting a lot of negativity towards my content, my art. I feel like my content is my art. And so my dad sent me this link to Pastor Todd's vision. Even though I watched it before, he sent it to me, and I felt like it was God telling me to watch it. So I watched it again. And Pastor Todd was explaining, I'm going to take this Bobbi Brown 15, SPF 15, and girl, bomb, okay, bomb. But anyways, he was talking about being stagnant in the church. Like, he had a vision, no one believed him. There was times in the church where he had to be stagnant. He had to be where, you know, even though other people would say, hey, you should be doing this, you're getting a lot of eyes and views, you should do X, Y, and Z. He had a calling saying to be stagnant, and I felt like he was telling me to be stagnant. The same way he had that calling, I felt that same calling, because I just felt like I was doing too much. I was trying to chase the trends too much, you know? I was trying to do too much for the world, where I have to work on myself. Like, why am I reacting like this? Why am I crying about worldly things like likes and comments? I should be not even caring. Like, there's people out here who just has their own, they're in their own world, producing content and just being for themselves. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to create content and live for the people. I want to live for God, period. So I realized that is a problem. Like, me worrying about, you know, X, Y, and Z about my business, knowing God is the one that's going to be working on it. Like, he's the one who's going to set me up for success. Like, right now, I need to focus on my traumas. And so once I had that, like, real, like, spiritual awakening, I felt like God was telling me, hey, you need to calm down. Once I felt like he told me he needs me to relax, I told my boyfriend, which is my manager, like, hey, I don't want to do hair. Like, I don't want to. At first, I was like, I don't want to do hair. And then secondly, I was like, wait, these bills need to be paid. So I want to take my time with my content. Like, I can't quit, because this is my day job. Like, this is how I pay the bills. So I know I couldn't quit, but I knew I had to take a step back and not focus on the views, not focus on anything, focus on the art, and also focus on my relationship with God and my relationship with myself. Like, oh my gosh, my inner child has been crying recently. Like, I would just have, my dreams would be more stronger than usual now. I've always had strong dreams, but recently my dreams have been very subliminal and symbolic. Like, I would tell you guys some dreams, but I don't think I'm ready to, like, talk about that situation. But I do want to say, like, a lot of the traumas that I've been dealing with, a lot of the traumas that I dealt with in the past, like in my teenage years, in my early 20s, specifically, has been very traumatic for me, and I've never dealt with them. I was always a person who would just bottle it up, never talk to anyone about it, and I just felt like it was embarrassing. I would just take everything to the grave, like. And now that I'm older, I feel more comfortable talking about it, especially to my friends and family, especially to my friends and my boyfriend. I wouldn't say family, because I feel like I have some family traumas that I haven't really talked to my parents about, but it's not like I resented them a lot, but I forgave them too at the same time, because I just realized, you know, when you're trying to heal your inner child, you guys, I'm getting real deep. When you're trying to heal your inner child, I feel like I'm maturing, because when I think about the times where people like hurt me or felt like no one's been there for me, I don't get mad at the person. I just try to understand that I didn't have anybody to guide me. I'm the oldest. Like, I'm the big sister. I am the oldest. I had to deal with a lot of stuff myself. I had to figure out life myself, you guys. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are the oldest. And I feel like the oldest is like the mommies. Like, we're the second mothers. We have to deal with so much, and you know, try to navigate life by ourselves. And then I don't know if it's the Black community or just my family, we didn't talk about our feelings. And when I did have the chance to talk about my feelings, I feel like I would have got ridiculed, all of that, for feeling specific ways that wasn't godly. You know, I was raised in a strict household, even though my parents, it's weird because my parents aren't strict anymore. Once I grown up, they're not strict anymore. They're like, do what you want to do. They're more open. But back in the day, they would not have it. And I think it was because of the church. I had some church traumas too. Girl, I have so many traumas that I'm trying to heal, especially the church, okay? And seeing the church that I used to go to die, like, is dying. Like, I've never seen a church die before, because there's nobody there. Like, a lot of people that were there do not go there no more, including me, okay? But it was a very traumatic time that I didn't know was super traumatic, but it is coming back up to bite me in the butt. Oh yeah, I'm doing this Huda Beauty to contour. This stuff, it's in the color medium. So bomb. So how I'm healing, how I'm trying to heal right now is basically randomly. Like, I would heal during like random periods. Like, so if I would dream about me in a specific childhood where I felt like no one was there for me, I would sometimes wake up and cry, and I allow myself to cry. And then my boyfriend would be next to me, and he's been a big help with me trying to navigate through my trauma and just forgiving the little girl in me, because I still feel her. And I'm just trying to learn how to love the little girl in me, because I resented her a lot because of the decisions I made as a child, a teenager, and a young adult. I resented her a lot because I was like, man, I should have did this, I should have did that. A lot of regret. But now I'm just like, I wouldn't be here, specifically here, without making the decisions I made in the past. And so I'm just forgiving her each and every day. Like, any situation, like sometimes I would heal like a specific situation like that happened with one person and I decided to do this. Here's an example. I was a really crazy person. I was a crazy teenager growing up because I just felt like I deserved my independence. I wanted to be grown so bad. So yeah, I'm just trying to forgive her for that. And so just specific events that happened in my life, I would decide to stop what I'm doing and cry it out and do like hug myself, you know, like really say like, I'm there for you and it's okay, you know. And there's a lot of things that happened in my life, so I still have a lot of trauma to heal, but just doing that and just acknowledging that you went through that and then talking about it. Like, all right, the camera shut off. I was talking a little bit too much. Let me know down below if you had a spiritual awakening or any visions that you feel like God is talking to you, or just ways that he's talking to you specifically, because I want to know if there's different ways. This is just my specific way. You know what's crazy? I was born in the church. I'm not born in the church, but I was raised in the church, but I didn't find God until after I left church. Does that make sense? So I'm taking my Chanel powder and putting that under. So yeah, my relationship got so, like, I didn't start really learning about God until after I left church, which is like 20, 21, 22. So yeah, you're never too old to find God. Even if you were raised in the church, doesn't mean that you are like, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I just want to say that find God for yourself. Don't depend on a church to do that. I never opened up a Bible until in my 20s. You guys, like, reading it on my own until my 20s. Like, that's wild to me. And I just feel like God's been speaking to me, especially with my anxiety. I have a scripture, I'll put it down below or on the screen, about anxiety that is like such a good scripture. I'll probably talk more about that later on if you guys really like this chit chat. But yeah, you guys, I've been trying to heal my inner child. That's why it doesn't really look like I took my time with content because I'm still producing a lot of content, but I just feel like growth and me worrying about my likes and just everything, trying to be viral worthy, has really taken a halt on it. If that makes sense. Like, I don't care about likes. I don't care about, to a certain extent, I don't care about likes and comments only on Instagram, which is weird. I do not like Instagram. I feel like Instagram's so toxic and I low-key want to delete it, but I use Instagram to talk to you guys. So, that's the only reason why I don't delete it, because you guys really we talk one-on-one on Instagram. So I'm like, you know what? I could keep it for now, but it's just so toxic. Ooh. But when it comes to like Pinterest and TikTok, I just feel like I get a lot of love on there. And I don't post a lot. Like I don't know if people see that I don't post a lot on TikTok. But I do post a lot on Pinterest because it's not social media. I just love just producing my art and just only posting it on Pinterest. Like, I don't care about anything else but Pinterest. You will see everything on there, okay? That is like my outlet. The more I focus on healing my inner child, the more I don't care about the gratification on social media. And that really has helped me get through the day. Like, I take my time with my content now. I stopped taking as many brand deals so I could have more time to focus on myself. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I try to focus a lot on myself. Especially Monday through Wednesday is hard for me to work on content. Like, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when I'm like, okay, I have a boost of creativity, but I only like 3 days out the week I really am working on my content. Specifically, I feel like I want to spend more time healing myself and just taking time for myself, if that makes sense, and having longer morning routines and really praying and opening up the Bible and reading the chapters, because I feel like the Bible be speaking to me. Girl, the Bible be speaking to me a lot. And I feel like a lot of people like, oh, you're so underrated. I be feeling like I'm underrated too, but I feel like it's just me. The reason why I'm not growing as fast as I really want to is because I'm not ready. And the more I work on myself, the more I'm like, I'm really not ready. Like, the goals that I set out for myself, when now it feels like I can attain them if I try a little bit harder, now I'm just like, ooh, I'm not ready. I'm beginning to love where I am. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you should love your journey. You should love where you are. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But when I start really focusing on my silence, solitude, meditation, working on myself for real, I start to love what I'm doing right now. Like, I love this place that I'm in. I don't care if I have to stay in this place for 5 more years. I love it. I made this house a sanctuary. I just love like, this loft. At first I was like, I want to move into a high-rise apartment and I just want the sun to be exact. What else would I say? Like, just little things that you'd be like, I just want to be like those big influencers that have like the aesthetics, Hold on real quick, y'all. I need to get some tweezers. But I want to be like the influencers that have like the aesthetics. Like, I was really like that, but now I'm like, first of all, I have the aesthetics already at my house that I have currently, which I'm blessed. And second of all, like, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that $3,000 rent. I'm not ready to have even more responsibility responsibility that I already have a lot of responsibility right now that I feel overwhelmed. Imagine me moving to that high-rise apartment that I always wanted, having a Tesla I always wanted, having all the things that I wished for. Imagine having that. I'm gonna have so much more responsibility, way more than I think I would have. I would have. There's good things about leveling up in your life, but there's also bad things. Like if I want the high-rise apartment, I might have to look cute all the time because now I have to go outside to walk my dog. I like to just be wearing my bonnet and stuff and all that. You know, I don't want people in my business, but people are going to be more in your business when you're in those high-rise apartments. More people are going to want to go out with you. Bills are going to be more. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared because I know the responsibility behind it. A lot of people are like, I wouldn't be scared to be driving a Tesla. I'm scared of the bills I'm going to have to be paying. I'm going to have to charge this car. Like, I don't have a car note now, but now I'm going to have a car note. And so what other things am I going to have to sacrifice? There's a lot of things, more responsibilities I'm going to have to sacrifice in order to get my goals that I want. But now I'm like, okay, I don't mind chilling. I don't mind just being in the moment. Hold on. I don't mind being in the moment, you guys, and appreciating the time that I have right now. Because once I am able to obtain what I truly want, I'm not going to have what I have right now anymore. Like if I get like 50, 100K followers, there's going to be more eyes on me. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like the other day I went on TikTok. Usually when I go on live, I'm used to like 10, 15 people. I feel cool with 10, 15 people. I went on TikTok. It was like over 100 people on my live talking crazy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this. I be seeing celebrities have thousands and they be just chilling, be able to chill. Me? That hundreds of people on there, I wasn't ready. Like, I'm like, okay, I know I'm not ready for this. God knows I'm not ready for this because I need to work on myself. And YouTube, social media will force you to, well, some people, they don't work on this. Some people actually sacrifice and sell their souls in order to obtain. Me personally, I have to heal. And I realized God is telling me I need to heal all these traumas. I need to be a testimony to others. Like, period. I need to be the book of Reesie, the book of Love Reesie in the Bible, and really be a testimony and not just something that's super artificial, you know? I need to be real with my followers. In order for me to be real with my followers, I got to do the work behind closed doors. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So I do want to incorporate my healing journey with you guys, just so, you know, it can help maybe you find a way to, sorry, you guys, give me a second. Getting my NARS Savage blush. And we're going to blush it down as our contour. So yeah, I just want to be the best person I could be. And honestly, me putting myself out there out here like this is forcing me to become a better person. I've made mistakes and I know you made mistakes, but we out here going to help each other grow, okay? We are going to be here being our best versions of ourselves. Like, God put us on this earth for a reason. We're not going to just be living life feeling like we're not worthy whatsoever. You are worthy. You are worthy. I am worthy. And we're going to get through this healing journey together so we can all grow and be a blessing to others. So when you are asking for these blessings, just know the reason why you are getting these blessings is so to bless others. So that's why you have to work on yourself. I want you guys to continue to work on yourselves. I'll do, chit chat checkups on just healing ourselves, maybe getting into more deeper topics. Let me know down below any topics you want to talk about, because 9 times out of 10 we all went through them, and I don't mind sharing them. And the things that I don't want to share, I obviously haven't healed from yet, so I won't talk about it. But the things that I have healed from, I definitely want to talk about it. I didn't talk too much into hold on real quick. I didn't talk too much into like the details of my traumas, but I don't mind talking more about it, having like a little girls chit chat. And yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, but I do need to finish up my makeup. So let's do the bottom, or let's do the lips while that other thing is drying. I'm taking some brown lip liner. I'm gonna overline my lips because I feel like I look cuter with overlined lips. Ooh, and then I'm gonna take this NYX Butter Gloss. It's in the color Madeline, BLG 14. I'm gonna take, actually I want to incorporate some more blush. So I did use the Savage blush, but I'm going to go in my Juvia's Place palette and get this orange color because I like orange blush on me, and just going in a little bit more on my upper cheekbones, and then the tip of my nose. And then I'm gonna take my Tartiest Glow Palette. And then I like to use these top 2 for my little glow, because we like to glow out here. Okay, and then we're gonna add our little moles, because why not? One right here, 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 one right here. Ooh, that one was a little too big. I think that's good enough. Okay. Nose rings, nose rings, nose rings. Boom. How you like it? How you like it? I am serving the look. So that is basically it. This is the final result of like my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys got something from this little chit chat, and I hope you guys are on your healing journey as well, because I want all of us to thrive. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Share your experiences down below and let me know what other topic we could talk about, and maybe I can elaborate even more on my healing journey, because maybe I didn't speak too much about it, but I don't know, I'm overthinking right now. So let me stop talking and let you guys go, and I'll see you next time. Bye.